you've watched my videos before, I'm obviously in front of some brand new bookshelves. So let me go ahead and take you on the journey on how we actually got here. I was overwhelmed the whole time. Let me give you a little room tour of what we're working with. And yes, I know it's bad. I know. But this is my filming room. This is where I work my actual job throughout the day. This is the guest room. And there's just been a lot of stuff going on in the last little bit, as you will clearly see. So let me just show you what I have to get cleaned up before we can even really get started. Let me just give you the grand tour, shall I?
Oh, jump scare.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So yeah, I got a little bit of work to do. To get this done, I'm gonna continue listening to a book for a different reading vlog while I figure out what to even start with. I think I'm just gonna line all the books that are in here up against the wall because bookshelves will be coming in, so all the books will need to be in here at some point anyways. Yeah, I think that's a good starting point, and then we'll go high to low. I actually plan to just store all of my Fairy Loot boxes because I know at some point we'll be moving again, and for special edition books, I would like some, like, individual packaging, even if this does mean my closet will be full of these. Are you okay? Sorry about that. Caught you. We could call it our meet cute. Pretend you're my mom and I just cleaned my room for the first time in a long time, and now look at it. Wow. 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 It's pretty cool, right? So the plan is to put the bookshelves right in this area. I do need to remeasure because I'm worried that the 3 I bought, if I put all of them up, I won't have access to the light switch. But, I've got room to put a 3rd one somewhere else if need be. We'll make it work. Just a warning. If you're gonna get these Billy bookshelves from IKEA, because everybody on Book Talk, BookTube, anybody that owns one single book has this bookshelf, it seems like. There's a lot of car. Just because everybody has them does not mean they're easy to get in your house. They're freaking heavy. My poor husband had to get all these up the stairs. Multiple flights of stairs. Because I'm not strong enough. And I might try to drag one in this room or I'll make him do it. Who knows? I did it. I got it in the room. It's right there. There's 2 more out there. Okay, I hate building IKEA furniture, but let's build the bookshelves, time lapse. Let's just get to the exciting part of me actually being able to organize this. So 1, 2, 3, I can't snap. Okay. Look at that. The bookshelves are built. Now, I did not have the energy to put the books on the shelves tonight, so I'm gonna come back in another clip and do that. But, update on me, I am injured. I got carpet burn from crawling around and putting these shelves together. Like, look, it's so bad. It also hurts a decent bit. Like, it's just that nagging, like, slight annoying pain. Don't like it. Wouldn't recommend. Maybe don't wear shorts if you're gonna be putting together these bookshelves on carpet. But I am so happy with them. I feel like such a legit booktuber right now with my shelves. The one thing that is panicking me a little is I'm gonna have to figure out what series I want to put in this shelf. It's either gonna be Red Rising or Hunger Games, and I have some really cool special editions of Red Rising that are gonna be signed coming in at some point. So I'm panicking, but there's also really cool special editions of Hunger Games. And of course we have these shelves as well. But this is gonna be like the center focus, and I don't know what to do. We'll figure it out. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Let me do this transition thing again. Okay. Wow, we're not sick of that transition yet, are we? Anyways, I'm still in front of the bookshelves. I have a little bit before I need to start my actual job today, so I figured I could start bringing in the books from out there in here. While I do this, we're gonna be on a very different vibe of audiobook. This is The Glitch by Leanne Slade. And I'm solely picking this up. I know nothing about this book besides the fact that Sam Claflin, the actor that plays Finnick, voices this, and I love that man's voice so much. It's so satisfying. So I'm gonna listen to this and have a great time. I'm probably gonna be giggling. I'm gonna start like roughly putting series where I think I want them. I think that's where we start, and then we fill in from there. I have two bigger sets of like display books that are coming in. One is the Red Rising special editions that are going to be signed from Lit Escalates. And then the other ones are stained glass sprayed edges of the Fourth Wing series that are just so beyond gorgeous. So I know I want both of those to kind of be like a display more than anything. And then of course my growing collection of Hunger Games books that never seems to stop. So I gotta figure this out. Because I feel like this shelf is the best shelf for like display stuff. I feel like this is too low. Hello? Okay, let me just get started with this. I feel like some point here in the next couple years, there's gonna be just a whole shelves of these 3 books. If they do the prequels as well, I'll flip out, but I know they're at least gonna finish the series because they have Catching Fire confirmed in the style, and I'm so excited. But for right now, we just have that. I'm not kidding you, and this is literally all my unread books. And I don't know if you can tell, but they fit perfectly. I could maybe like squeeze a couple more in there if I really tried. We need to do a count. Okay, so I have like 72 unread books. I know that's not the worst. I know there's people with more. But we can all admit that's a bit of a problem, and you should be expecting some reading vlogs of me just trying to get through the TBR, because until I have more space on there, I'm not buying more books. Again, books I pre-ordered, uh-oh, they're coming, I can't stop them, I could cancel them, I can't stop them. Also, don't worry, I'm actually gonna organize them in a bit, I just wanted to get them out of the way of all the other books that I actually have read, okay? Okay, my plan right now, I'm standing on my tippy toes. Okay, that's what I'm doing. But no, my plan right now is I'm going to organize my want to read / TBR and go from there. So montage that. Oh, your battery's dying. Let me fix that first. Let's get sorting. So I got a rough layout, but now I want to change quite a few things. But also, wait, I gotta show you what came in unexpectedly today. That's why there's packaging all over my floor. These special editions of Fourth Wing I ordered in February. Now I knew it was a pre-order, but gosh, they're just so pretty and it was so worth the wait. It was so worth the wait. Look at those sprayed edges. This is a sprayed edge. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go put these down before I drop them and hurt my own feelings. Also, they did come with dust jackets. They're just the normal ones, and they have pretty designs on their outer things. I need to figure out how to display them now. I also... Yeah, I have quite a few things I want to change. That's honestly just the reality of the situation we're in, because that shelf is empty. And that doesn't make any sense. So, plugging back in. I'm gonna finish organizing the books, and then I'm gonna start adding some like decor and stuff to the shelves as well. So I'm gonna move those literary fiction books over there is the main plan. Okay, I think I now have the actual layout I want for all the books. This shelf is probably gonna change a lot throughout the year because this is probably where all my Fairy Loot YA book subscriptions will go. What the River Knows may stay here because it's also a gorgeous special edition, but it's from Owl Crate. It may also move back down there. I don't really know. This Percy Jackson book is just here because I literally don't know where else to put it for now, and I'll probably just move it in with fantasy whenever I need to make more room on this shelf. But besides that, I think we're good. And there's so much space to grow. So many books are spread out that don't necessarily need to be spread out, but it's just to kind of fill in the shelf for now. But that does mean I have plenty of room for all of these books to come down here. And if I ever run out of room on these shelves, then I can move the TBR somewhere else. You can even see what I'm pointing at. I can move the TBR stuff somewhere else and take over one of these or all of these if need be. So there's plenty of room to grow into this shelf, which makes me very, very happy. But now it's time to decorate. Actually, it may be time for me to secure the shelves to the wall first. Let me see if my husband will help me with that. I think my bookshelves are finally done, so let's cut to some better lighting and I'll give you the official tour of these shelves. The lighting's better. Hopefully it's noticeably better in this clip or it's gonna be weird. Anyways, the lighting's better, so that means... Let me take off my dirty glasses. Okay. The lighting's better, so that means it's time for the official new bookshelf tour. I'm so proud of these things. Let's go. Let's start with this one. Hi. You thought you would get aesthetic shots? I'll give you those in a second, but this is my tour, so we're doing it my way. So, up at the tippity top, we have my new Lego flowers. They're beautiful, they're pink, they're gorgeous, we love them. We have a random vase that just has been sitting on the floor in my house for a really long time. She finally has a home, everybody clap for her. She's not homeless, yay! And then this is my current, like, TBR. Like, I'm planning to hopefully get to some of these books within the next week. And then we have the TBR that wasn't special enough to be on the very top priority TBR list, but we still love her. We'll get to her at some point, but not right now. Okay. Hi. On this shelf right here, we've got all my sci-fi and then my little tiny dystopian section. All of these right here are also like a sci-fi dystopian, but they're more sci-fi than dystopian, so that's why they're there. And then we also have all my bookmarks, tabs, highlighters, and some more little tiny bookmarks that didn't fit in there. Cool, got it? Well, then we just have my Red Rising shelf. I want to do more. I want to get like shelf decor for this. I have the full series coming in a different look. I'm also getting the comic omnibus that has been delayed till September. I don't know if I'm getting it in September, but it's gonna be a while. But this shelf will fill up over the years for sure. Right down here, we currently just have a Karen McManus shelf. She is one of my favorite mystery authors of all time, and I buy her books whenever they release and instantly read them. And some more random glassware that's just been scattered around my house and didn't really have a place, so now it has a home. But I'm also probably gonna move it, so it's like temporary home for that one. Sorry about it. And then we go down the next shelf, and it's just the Inheritance Games books, because Jennifer Lynn Barnes does not know how to stop writing this series, and I eat them up every time. I think she only has 2 more official books that are coming out in it, and then there's gonna be like 1 or 2 more novellas or something like that. I don't know. She loves these characters clearly, and I mean, they're fun, they're easy to read, why not? As my library grows, I think these 2 shelves will change first, honestly, but needing to fill some space, I just gave them their own shelves for now, and I do like both of these series a lot. And then, on the very bottom here, I've just got my mystery books. Yeah, those are all mystery. And horror. I've got my 2 Stephen King books, and those are scary. Don't recommend if you're scared easily like me. Yes, I do own more Stephen King books. I like to, I don't know, not enjoy what I'm reading. Everyone, oh, that makes no sense. I should stop reading Stephen King. I don't handle horror well. I can't even watch a scary movie. I cried trying to watch The Quiet Place. It didn't go well. Okay, next shelf. We're gonna go from the bottom up on this one, because then I have to move the camera less. This is just random fantasy books that I didn't really know where else to put them. These are all kind of like my mid-range fantasy. None of them I'm actually like in love with, but I enjoyed most of them. Besides Caraval, I don't like Caraval. Oh, also, I really, really like Trust the Emerald Sea. That's not like a mid-range book for me. That's a 5-star book. I love that book so much. Going up a shelf, we have more fantasy books because that is my top genre. Even though I think I like sci-fi more, but my books say otherwise. The star of the show on this shelf is my signed copy of Divine Rivals. Look at her, she's gorgeous, we love her. I do also have some gorgeous copies of Legendborn right here that I adore, and I'm waiting for Barnes to release the next book in this edition style so I can get the physical copy of it. You're never gonna guess what is on this shelf. More fantasy books! And also a cute little butterfly Lego set. Again, we have another star of the show on this shelf. It's the signed Fearless copy I have when I went to go see Lauren Roberts do her little when I went to go see Lauren Roberts do her little Q&A in Dallas. Welcome to the Hunger Games shelf. I'm sure this will somehow grow more throughout the years. I will be getting more editions. I'm not sorry about it. I just really like the Hunger Games, clearly. I also need more shelf decor for this one. I want like my Red Rising, Hunger Games, and the shelf over here to be like the main focus points and have more merch and stuff for those series. There is also like a tiny typewriter Lego set that I want to get to put next to Divine Rivals, and I think that would be so cute. But anyways, onto the next shelf. This shelf right here is going to be for special editions. Most likely it will get filled with all my Fairy Loot special editions, but I only have 2 of those right now. I just have the YA subscription. I'm so happy to have it. And honestly, most of the books they send out, I think I'm most interested in their YA selection. So these are the 2 I currently have. This is Owl Crate. I'm not subscribed to them. I was just lucky enough to be able to find one of these at Half Price Book and buy the other one. Love this series so much. And then Percy Jackson's over there. I don't even have normal copies of that book. I gotta work on that. And up here, once again, we have more TBR. This is the remainder of the literary fiction TBR, the dystopian TBR, and the start of the fantasy TBR. Oh, and also my little tiny romance section. Because apparently I don't read a lot of romance unless they're romanticises. And then up top, we've got a bunch of the Harry Potter Lego sets. I'm not even like the biggest Harry Potter fan, but we can't deny that these Lego sets are just top of this world. We got our Hedwig up here with all his books. He's very fitting. I love it so much. Okay, next shelf. I almost died. All right, starting with the top of this shelf, we have this box that my special editions of Fourth Wing came in, and I thought it was too pretty to just put away, so now it lives up here because it's beautiful. And then we have my Harry Potter wands. This is my husband's, and then this is mine that I use to frantically point at photos on a wall and explain book series with. And here's the remainder of my fantasy TBR. Yes, this is all fantasy. I'm trying to get through it. Here we have my Harry Potter shelf. I don't have a normal collection of the books, but they are restarting this series just with a different illustrator for Goblet of Fire. So my plan is to just get all of these special editions, and that will be my complete set of these books if I ever want to reread. I honestly probably will never reread them, and if I do, I'll be listening to them on audiobook or reading on Kindle. Also, Dobby's back there. Not my favorite Lego set, but cute enough. And here is my Fourth Wing shelf with these extra special editions that I love so much. The 3 in the middle right here. These are just Onyx Storm special editions. This is the one I stayed up till 2 a.m. trying to get, and then they just restocked it, and I'm just dumb. I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't worth my time. I also have this cute little pin that was from Barnes & Noble that I got. I don't know why I got it. The only pins I collect are Disney pins. And then you just have the other Fourth Wing editions. I just like dragons, okay? It's not even like it's my favorite book series of all times. They just have dragon sprayed edges, and what's a girl to do? Next shelf. Hi, welcome. This is my itty bitty tiny romance shelf. Yes, this is literally all the romance books I have read. If you have any good recommendations you think I would like, especially if they're not heavy on the spice, send them my way, please. I clearly need more recommendations. I also have my tiny little Lego bookshelf here. They don't sell these anymore, but I do know there's a way for you to find the pieces that are in this and then put it in the pick-a-brick section of Lego if you do want to build this. It'll be cheaper than buying it from a reseller who is selling it for double the price when this was a free gift with purchase. This right here is what I like to call my shelf of shame. These are either books I've recapped or basically just read because I wanted to read them in a video and I regret it now. If you like any of the books on my shelf of shame, good for you. They just weren't for me. Lastly, we have the literary fiction shelf. I also need literary fiction recommendations that are actually interesting. I love Friedrich Bachmann. I already have all of his books. I have a decent bit of literary fiction on my TBR, so hopefully I can grow this. I haven't even technically read these, but I'm not gonna do that. They're just the pretty display books. I need to read the books that are inside of them, though. Ugh. And that's the shelf tour. You're welcome. Let me send you to some aesthetic shots because that was pretty chaotic, I can't lie. With the lovely ambience of the lawnmowers going on behind me, I think we can say that my little at-home library is finally complete. It feels so nice to have one now. Like, I had all these books, it just wasn't set up in a way that I was like, yeah, this is my little at-home library, but now it feels like it. I'm obsessed, I love it, and all of this is because of y'all's support for this channel. Seriously, I would not be able to get this many books without y'all supporting this channel, liking these videos, subscribing, just enjoying my content and interacting. I'm so thankful for it, and I truly hope you know that, and I feel like I don't say thank you enough for these opportunities you've given me. The main opportunity just being able to buy more books. And I guess with all that being said, I will see y'all in the next video, which may be a reading vlog or maybe another recap, who knows? Who knows? Oh, look, my little tattoo, it never gets shown. I got one tattoo, that's right. Okay, bye y'all.